Hello everyone, welcome to Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty, and today's Friday, and so we have the Friday Friendship Club. And let me say I'm a little under the weather. I've just had an injection that I have to have because I have no immune system at all, and I suffer constantly with things such as glandular fever. And as you will know, when you have these sort of injections, they pump all sorts of things into you in smaller amounts. So you have to deal with it and your body tries to cope with it. So I'm not doing great today. So I will keep today short. I've got a few other things I really need to get done today. So I've got up, going to do some of the things. It's 2 p.m. here in Cyprus, and I'm going to get the things done and then take the weekend to recover, rest and recover. I was told not to do anything at all. So I thought sitting doing a live will be pretty good. You could probably hear my voice. They've given me glandular fever amongst other things. So yeah, it's very difficult to walk already, and I can barely use my arms. I can't lift them at all. So yeah, there's poor me. So it's injection. It's not against glandular fever. There's no such thing, but it's an injection you have to have if you suffer constantly from something like that. And it's to try and build up some form of immune system for me. I can't have injections, but this is something my doctor insisted on. So I suppose better to have a little bit of it, and then I might not get it again. Who knows? Anyway, let's get on. So I want to come on and say to you about when I won't be here for lives over the Christmas holidays. So my last live will be on Wednesday, the 20th of December. That will be the last live on this channel. And then, oh no, sorry, I've got that wrong. Scratch that. See, I can't concentrate. Okay, my last live will be on Friday, the 22nd of December. Friday, the 22nd of December will be my last live for this year. And then you will see me again. I will be back on my other channel for my first live back, which will be Wednesday, the 3rd of January. So there won't be lives on. It's basically a week and 2 days, or you've got obviously weekends, so it's basically just over a week. So I'm sure you can manage without me. If I get time, I'm going to schedule some videos on both channels over that time. I wasn't going to do anything, but I thought, well, if I schedule some videos, you've got something, because I know a lot of people, that's the time you're home and you probably do want to see some videos, you want some content. So, but I do ask you, make sure you hit the thumbs up if I do post any over that time, as a thank you for taking the time to schedule some videos. And then I'm going to have to work like crazy the beginning of next year, because I won't have any videos left if I schedule. I have a few in reserve of, sometimes it's just things like birds or things in Cyprus, things that don't have a timestamp on, recipes, things like that. So I keep a few of those for if I can't actually make videos, but I don't think I'll have any left if I schedule for that extra time. So look out for those. And as I say, please thumbs them up if you do see them posted, because obviously that's going to take a bit of time now to get those up, so I can really have that whole week away from the computer. So yes, I won't be with you on your channels at that time either. I will put community message up, community post, to let you all know and remind you, because that's the first place I go to if I'm worried about someone. So I do keep trying to say this in my lives. So that's the little there. Let's do a quote corner, and we're going back to one we used to have on a Friday, and I don't even want to get into that nonsense. Oh dear. A little thing that I am allowed to use all the music I use on my lives, and every time it gets flagged, and the same bit, you know, I use the same clips, the intros, and then suddenly it all gets flagged. Then it all gets told, no, they're okay to use. Yes. Now today they've all come up again, and it's basically said to me, you could dispute it, but we've already decided you can't use them. And I've just read the little bit about the final dispute. It's like a secondary dispute. And they said if we say you can't use them, which we've already said, even though they've cleared me to use them since I've been doing my live streams, they said we will take your video down and you can't do anything about it. I think it's because it was my birthday video on my other channel. It is only my interlude bits. It's not the other clips I showed. Someone say, oh, you showed some other clips from YouTube. They've not been flagged at all. It's my little interludes, like my on air, which you'll notice I didn't use today, and a few other bits that I use all the time. And they basically take it down. As I say, I think it was my birthday video. So it's got just under 70 views so far. So obviously they want to take all the money. So what I'm thinking about doing is just going back, muting those little bits, and then I can get any income on those. The only thing with that is I know I can use them, but there's no way I can dispute it, which I've already done. I know how to counter claims, and I do that all the time, as I say, and they're fine. So we will see. Anyway, so let's do Friday Quote Corner from a previous one. Let's do this. So my question to you today is that nasty thing people don't like to talk about, New Year's resolutions. Do you do them? Do you agree with them? I'm somebody who, if you want to do something, why don't you start it today? Why do you have to be accountable to do it at the beginning of the year? So let me know in the comments below if you're doing New Year's resolutions and what they are, and how about putting how long you think you will carry on with that. A lot of people do diets. I don't believe in diets. I just believe in distributing what you eat well. So have treats, have good meals, and just balance it all out. So I don't believe in dieting per se. But if you're going to diet, why do it after Christmas? Why not do it before Christmas? Why don't you do that? Are you going to get fit? Most things seem to be about fitness, healthiness, losing weight, diets, better lifestyle. Have you got something a bit more unique, what you're going to do? Maybe it's clear your house up, sort out paperwork and bits like that. What is, I don't like to call it a resolution. What is your plan? Do you have new plans? And more importantly, I want to know if you're going to have a change of lifestyle in any way. Are you doing the same thing day in, day out? Switch it up. So let's go on to this. Okay, so I'm doing a shout out, and I won't mention the channel. If you go on my other channel and look in the community post, you'll see I do free seed giveaways, and the person who has become the recipient of my free seed giveaway for this month, you've only got until the end of the month, so you need to contact me. It tells you how to do it, and it tells you on the community post how to do it to get your free seeds, and you need to claim them before the end of this month. So if you want them, that's what you need to do. So if any of you are interested, all you need to be is a good follower in my comment section or on my lives. Follow my channel, support my channel, and you may have a turn sometime. I do it monthly seed giveaway, and I only post if you are the recipient on my main channel New Beginnings, My Everyday Life in Rural Cyprus. And that's where you'll see monthly the same picture up to say that you are a winner, and you have the month to respond, as it tells you how you need to respond. So that's what's happening there. So as I say, if you're interested in doing that, just comment and keep up with my channel, and that may well happen. Okay, let's go on to, I've scrolled too far down. Too far down. Here we go. Let's do that. Okay, a quick game here. What is this? Now, often I find nuts in my garden, nuts that don't grow anywhere near me. Obviously, we have owls, and I'm assuming they fly across our land because they do nest on our land in the trees, and they obviously carry nuts and they drop them. So I'm often finding nuts that we don't grow here or anywhere near our region. And I found this on the ground. What is this? It was on the ground. Now, I'm going to guess, I thought it may well be a papaya at first. I do grow papaya, but I don't have any fruit. It's just the shape of it. But now I'm wondering, is it a watermelon that hasn't gone round, or even a melon? And of course I can cut it open and see, but I wanted you to look at it first before I cut it open, and then I'll see what the seeds are. Whatever they are, of course, I'm going to cut it open and sow the seeds. But what do you think it is? Do you think I'm right on any of those? So I was thinking papaya first. And as I say, I don't have those fruit in my garden. It is possible it could be the start of more likely a melon or a watermelon. As I say, it was nowhere near anything else in my garden. It was just random. So I think a bird, an owl, definitely. It's the owls that bring the things and drop them. So I'm going to say that. So I will open that, and remind me next live to tell you what it was. When I open it, I'm going to plant the seeds. And of course, you can do that with any of your crops that don't flourish or just start small or fall off. Cut them open, and mostly you can use the seeds. I have put my shelving up in my sun lounge where I make it an indoor garden, and I start germinating my seeds. Now it is our winter here, but it's still quite warm, and it's an ideal time. Last year I didn't grow things at the right time. I'm trying to grow things continually all year, not different things all year, but the same thing. For example, I can grow tomatoes non-stop. Melons grow pretty much all year here, and that's what I'm going to try and do this year. If I'm well enough, I'm going to, now I've got the shelving up, I've sorted out the growing containers. What I use is those plastic takeaway type boxes. So I put some soil in, my homegrown compost, put some seeds in, shut the top down, and they germinate. Also saves on water. So I've got out my seeds ready to look at. I've actually just written down, when I harvest seeds, I put them in jars on my bookcase. I've got painted jars, which you may or may not have seen. I wanted colour jars. I actually painted the jars, and I've just written down what I've got of harvested seeds that I can regrow. So I've got various forms of tomatoes, too many to mention. I've got mini munch seeds, cucumber seeds, aubergine, eggplants, broccoli, lettuce. As I say, these are all seeds I've harvested from things I've previously grown. Watermelon, radish, cauliflower, yellow melon, sweet melon, all sorts of peppers, chilies, all sorts. And the great big long, about this long chilies, zucchinis, squash, all those type of things. Gorge I've got this year. Pumpkin, onions, chives, leek, sweet corn, Malabar spinach, carrots, okra, white and red grapes, apple, peach, orange, dates. I have a shade tree, but I'm not going to plant those seeds. I have 4 o'clock flowers, almonds, carob, olives, cactus fruit, lemons, pomegranate, kumquat, quince. Did I say broccoli? Got broccoli, chard. So they're the harvested seeds that are in my jars. Put that over there. I've bought some bulldog clips, not bulldog clips. They're called something else, but you know the ones. I think they're called file clips or something. And these I'm going to use to put my net curtain, clip them onto over my growing areas. I'm going to use those. 2 lots of those. I got some honey. Honey is very cheap for very good quality in Cyprus because a lot of people have their own bees. So I have honey, and honey is for dipping cuttings into. So if you do trees and you slice off a bit of tree new growth, dip it in a little bit of honey and it will take. Also, it's good to use honey because that will take off any badness, any infection, anything like that. And do clean your secateurs between cutting different trees and cuttings. So we have honey. I've got some of that. You can also use aloe vera. So if any of you have got aloe vera or aloe vera gel, that works just as well. Before I got that, I did actually buy some, what would you call it? Cutting powder, cutting compound, which is a powder, and you get different percentages of what's in it. So there are different ones. So I thought if there's something I really want, I might just use some of that. And I've got some new seeds. It's very hard here to grow cabbage and cauliflower. It's way too hot, but I'm going to give it another go. I'm going to try a red cabbage this time. And a good tip for when you grow things like cauliflower that has heads, when you grow them, you'll see in all my videos, I put netting over the top because that's how you're going to stop the moths and butterflies, i.e. becoming caterpillars. And they're what we get a lot on broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, brassicas. So I put net over, but I also, with the net, I pull it tight so I cover the cauliflower over with its own leaves. Now, if you want to, you can loosely tie the leaves over the heads. That will also make it last longer, not go to flower, and also will protect them. Also, if you live in a cold climate, do that if you're going to get frost. I've got some white Lisbon. Don't know what happened to my leeks this year. They were growing beautifully, and then see, if I have problems, illness, I can't go out and check on everything all the time. Maybe it was too hot, and when I went out again, they were gone. They hadn't been eaten, they were just gone. I got these. I've got lots of peppers, but we have this form of pepper. This just says it's long yellow, Macria, Kitrini, long yellow pepper. And this says, oh, this side, sweet. It says sweet, a sweet pepper. And then we have Banzari, which is beetroot to you. Mike likes beetroot. I grow those very easily here. And I do have a video on my other channel of how you can cook the leaves. I eat leaves of everything I grow. So if you want info on that, just ask me in the comments and I'll link you the video. I haven't grown fennel before, so I bought some fennel. So it's €1. All the seeds here, €1. I got some more beans. Now, I think beans, I did get a harvest of beans, but they weren't like plentiful. Probably got a couple meals out of them. Again, I think it's too hot here for beans, but I did get some more dwarf beans because I thought, well, maybe if I grow them quickly, i.e. dwarf beans, I might get more luck with a dwarf bean. It's very hard to get bean seeds in Cyprus for that very reason. And then I thought I'd try this. I haven't grown this before. I grow Malabar spinach, but this is what I call real spinach. This is Oriental spinach. Each year I try to grow something different, something I haven't ever grown before. And I suggest you do the same. Find something new that you can grow. And then these are seeds that are bought seeds or gifted seeds. If people give me seeds, then they go in this big container here. So I have, these are what I've used or are new. So those new ones will go in here. So these are if people gifted me seeds. I still have a few of the seeds I got from Josh in your yard homestead. I will never plant all seeds in one go. I still have the popping barley. I still have a few left of the Boston pickling cucumber. So it's a bit reflective. I have a few left of the pawpaw. And I have a few left of the mini munch cucumber. I have those. They grow very well here. So I have those in that bag. And then I have, oh, I have these. They're in the tissue. They are, I don't know, like a corn, not like sweet corn, like oat type corn. I don't know what they're called, but the Brazilians have them a lot. I can't think of the word of them for you to translate. I still have a packet left of cat grass. It's a bit like my fossil cat. I have one big tub full of it, and my cats show no interest in it whatsoever. No. No interest in that. I still have some rosa lettuce. If you want to grow lettuce quickly, I recommend rosa lettuce is the fastest growing of all types of lettuce. It just seeds itself. It keeps going. There's that one. And I think that adds nice to a salad dish because it's a different colour. I still have this type of lettuce left as well. This one, I eat a lot of lettuce. So I have lots of those left. This is why I've got many different types. I have a new set of that type of lettuce. Romaine, there we go, romaine. And that one says it's ready in 45 days. Etemisa 45 imeres, ready in 45 days. I have, this is a new one, as I say, I grow and eat lettuce all the time, so I want some different varieties. I do them in a mixed bed. I just put them all together in a hugel bed now. Some are in a raised bed. So this one is, doesn't really say what that one is, just says a green lettuce, Letuga. It's Italian, I don't know. Then obviously I do have a lot of lettuce. I have this lettuce, this type there. There's a green lettuce, basically, green lettuce. I have some rocket. Now, I don't think I'm going to sow any more rocket. The rocket I sowed for the first time. It just keeps giving and giving and giving. It's a little salty for my liking, so I don't eat too much at once. Still have some tomato seeds left. This is a pomodoro. So again, I'm going to sow those any day now. and hope to keep them going all year again. I won these. This is tomato pineapple. I won these on the channel and they were nice, a bit too squishy, but nice. I like these. I do like growing different sorts of radish. So I think that's white icicle. Yes, white icicle, radish. I do like a nice radish. It's better to buy seeds of those kind of things because although you can save the seeds of radish, it's not worth it. Oh, and by the way, you can eat the seeds of a radish. It's not worth it for the price of a whole bag of radish seeds, and rather than lose a nice tasty radish, so I always buy radish seeds. So we have this type of radish. These grow the quickest, obviously. I have those. Oh, I've got a few more beetroot left here and some more beetroot. As I say, Mike likes the beetroot, so I grow those for him. We have a new packet of cucumber. Oh, now I have to watch because sometimes I think cucumber is zucchini and zucchini a cucumber. This is cucumber because one time I picked up one and I thought it was the other. That is actually cucumber. That's probably why I've got a bag of cucumber. Then I have chard. I don't need any more chard seed. That is something else. If you only want to buy seeds once, go for, this is white silver chard. Go for chard. And yes, you will have snail holes in them if you don't cover them or pick them quickly. But I like to make sauces out of chard. So basically, I put them in a food mixer, blender, whatever you want to call it, and chop that up with anything else I got, with eggplants, chop those in. You can put parsley, coriander, tomatoes, onion, zucchini, anything you've got, just whisk it all up or whiz it up, and you've got a little sauce for pasta or whatever else. Okra, I only had 2 okra come up this year. It's because we had extreme heat weather. And then I still have some of my bean seeds left from last year. I think I grew them. And I've numbered them, bean 1, 2, 3, 4, because they're all different. It saves me keep writing what they are. So that's a climbing bean. They all came up, but as I say, not like tons that I was hoping for. This is a French bean. It's a French bean, dwarf bush blue lake 274. We just call all beans here green beans. We don't say French beans or whatever type of beans they are. This is another type of French bean. Oh, this is climbing blue lake. We have that one. Then aubergines. I like aubergines because you can just throw them in the freezer. That's what I do. If you have too many, or as I say, I throw them in a sauce when I'm doing a sauce or fry up. And I like to grow all the different shapes and colours. Again, I have 2 beds of them, but and a raised bed. But I just mix them all up. I mix them all. So that's a violet one. That one's a bit hard to cut because, as you can see, all the grooves. So I probably won't buy that one again. I like things easy to cut and prepare. This is one of my favourite ones to grow. I call it marble, pink marble, and it's more pink than purple. It looks a bit more purpley there. But that's my favourite one to grow because it looks so pretty in the garden. As I say, it's more pink than the purple it looks. And I have some cauliflower. Does it say a type on here? It's all in Italian. Most of our seeds are Italian in Cyprus. So we have cauliflower. I think this has been my last year of trying cauliflower and cabbage. I was going to really try with it last year, but I got too ill to keep my wits about me of what was going on with it. So I'll probably use those up this year and see. And I bought red onion. I haven't grown red onion. I do like a red onion. There's that. And then we've got finally Herbs, I've got into herbs last year. I don't like coriander, but I grow it because our guests like coriander to put in their food. So I've got coriander. Basil, I've got so many new basil, I don't think I'll ever need to use these seeds up. The basil in my vertical growing wall, my palette growing wall, they've like reseeded themselves, and I've planted them in other areas as well, so they've replanted. And my new favourite herb, parsley. I'm eating so much parsley. Just gives a nice flavour to, if you're eating anything maybe doesn't have much flavour to it, then parsley is really good. So I hope you enjoyed that little look at what I've been growing and what's happening. And don't forget to ID this in the comments below. It's got like bugs have been in or tried to get in. As I say, this was dropped in my garden far away from anything I grow. I'm going to guess it's a melon or a watermelon. But as I say, it does look the shape of a papaya. So we will see. Let me know in the comments below what you think it might be. And I'd like to thank all of you who went on my other channel and watched my birthday live. If you haven't seen it, go back and look under my live section. It was a really fun video and had such great people on there saying hello. And thank you to those of you who also put happy birthday in the comments. Thank you very much for that. Very much appreciated. So I'm going to finish there. I've got a few bits I need to get done, and I will see you. Oh, from next week is going to be any lives on both my channels are going to be festive lives. So there'll still be the theme of whatever that day is, the format of whatever each live is, because each of my lives are different formats, but they will all be with a festive twist. So if you want to feel a little bit Christmassy, then all my lives between now and up to when I finish before Christmas will all be festive. So look out for those, and I'll see you soon.